Hello students, you are welcome to online learning. My name is Osai Anyekachi, your math teacher. We'll be taking you on perimeter of shapes. Perimeter of shapes. Perimeter of shapes. Of plane shapes. Of shapes. So we have two kind of shapes, irregular shapes and regular shapes. So irregular shapes, I hope you are writing, please. Irregular shapes are the ones that don't have a definite kind of shape. You will see them going this way, from this way to that way. They don't have a kind of definite shape that you say this is a shape of a notebook or a textbook. Like your textbook has a shape like a rectangle. So irregular shapes, I can't remember the word to use. But if you know what is amoeba, it doesn't have a definite shape. It should just go from this to this, something like that. Doesn't have a perfect shape. So, but with this also, this is irregular shape. If you want to talk about irregular shape, at least this can be an example, a perfect example. But we have other ones like regular shapes. Regular shapes we have can be explained or defined as shapes with a definite they are definite shapes. Regular shapes are definite shape. They have a definite shape. When you talk about rectangle, the shape of your textbook, the shape of your desk, the shape of your class, the shape of your board, the board we are using, and many other, they all have a definite shape. So they are what we refer as regular shapes. So talk about perimeter. What is actually perimeter? Perimeter is the length, the total length of the edges of a irregular shape or irregular shape. So you measure, when you are talking about irregular shape like this, you use maybe a thread or a rope to measure it from one end to the other to know the total length of this shape. You understand? But when you are talking about regular shape, a shape like that of your textbook, it looks like this. Your textbook looks like this. So although I didn't measure this, but it looks like a rectangle if we arrange it very well, or a square, anyone. So this now, you can use your ruler. You can use your ruler to measure it. This is a ruler. When you place this one, where you have 0, you place it to the end of that. Our own now is about 20 cm. This is measured in cm. You also bring it down. You have from the 0, okay, this is a rectangle. This is about 15 cm. You start from here also. So this should be roughly 20 cm. It's supposed to be 20 cm if it was arranged properly. So this is a rectangle. So you use your ruler. This one gave us 20 cm, and this one should also give us 20. This one gave us 15. This one gave us 15. So you add two of them and know actually what is the total length of that shape. This is a regular shape. So in our course of study, what we'll be doing mainly is the perimeter of a regular shape. So we solve an example. I don't have trade here. I would have drawn one of irregular shape and use a trade to trace it and then measure it in a ruler. It will tell us the length of that irregular shape. So we go now, let's draw the types of, okay, before the examples or we solve, let me give you the some examples of a regular shape. You have this, it's a circle, you have a circle, this is a rectangle, this not correct, it's just a freehand sketch, is a square. We have other ones like rectangles. This is rectangle. So they are examples of shapes. So in your textbook, you will see more of the examples. You'll see parallelogram, trapezium, and other types of regular shapes. So in the next video, we will take one or two regular shapes and solve. So you see how you solve regular shapes using your ruler until we get to the point where we will be using formula. I will also tell you how the formula is derived. But we can talk about it here. This is a rectangle. This longest side is called the length. Is being represented by L. And this is the breadth or the width. Is represented by W or B. Here that is square is L, L. All of them are equal. So they have the same length. So in the next video, we'll solve more examples. Wait for me there.